Hello Joni, where are we now?
We we are on a countryside. This area is that kind of that there the harvester has done a cutting open area, but the driver was afraid of cutting these birches. So we are taking only the birches away.
So,
Because of the wind, he didn't dare cut these birches, and the landowner wants them felled.
okay, so compared to the moto, how do you dare now do that?
Uh,
What's your plan?
we use the tree jack, maybe the wedges. We wait. The wind is not so strong, and normal operation
Okay, so it's all about timing.
timing.
Yeah.
It may be something to do with the skills.
Yeah. And now we can see actually the things we talk about in the last live about the safety. Now we can see another perspective to the safety, that there is no houses nearby or nobody running around except us. But now it's all about not to fell the trees on that road behind the. Well, people can't see it, but we can see the road.
Yeah, there's two roads. The road where the cars are driving.
Over here, and there's a crossroad over there.
And that side is that kind of that it's absolutely
Off
not
limit.
allowed to fell there. So
Cranky neighbors.
so we have to take the stems this side.
Okay. So what's the cutting order then?
This birch first, maybe that one next, then the twins, and the small one there is the last one.
Okay.
I think the second one of the twins is the most difficult because the branch weight is on the other side, on the wrong side. But maybe we figure out something.
And another challenge is that there's a lot of snow, and sometimes it carries our weight, and sometimes it doesn't, and it's always a surprise. So there are a lot of surprise elements in play right now.
Yeah. But let's start.
Roger that. So the first birch. There are over 200 people here, so thank you very much for coming. I hope you liked the live stream. This is something very different. We did this already the forenoon today in an urban area, and now we are in the countryside. Timber! Nice! Easy peasy. That went well.
Yeah, quite an easy one.
Hey, there's a lot of questions about how the different techniques work between softwood and hardwood. So, what's the difference as a lumberjack? What's the difference between softwood and hardwood? How do you need to work differently?
I wouldn't say there's not so much difference. We are talking about hardwood. There's two different kind of hardwood. It can be hard, how do you say, in length and in two directions, going up and going, how do you say,
Sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah.
And wood can be hard to cut, but it can be in the same time quite breakable.
Okay.
Depending what species it is. And with coniferous trees, it depends how much there is, we call it hardwood.
Yeah.
Inside, and the surface layer, it's much more softer than the hardwood.
Okay.
But the basics are always same.
Okay. So no really difference how it behaves.
Yeah, you can do a thicker hinge, or you can make a shark gill, or there's lots of small tricks you can use. But I would say the soft or hardwood is not so important than the weight. Is it leaning sideways or backwards? Where the weight is because of the branches or leaning, that's much more important.
Okay, thank you. For the viewers, the whole deal about this live is this is for you to ask questions. So if you have any questions, please write them to the comments and we will answer to your questions. We have just gotten a sponsorship deal with the Finnish brand Fiskars, which is actually making Finnish axes. We are trying to use them today. We already did them. We are very proud to be sponsored by them, since they are also a Finnish brand trying to sell a lot of forestry and other stuff throughout the world. So thank you, Fiskars. This doesn't look so good.
Yeah, it has been splitted in two parts, and the crown is dead. As you can see, there is a fungus, fungi, or how do you say?
Yeah, fungus, yeah.
So it's rotten.
So is this a dangerous tree then?
You have to be careful that the dead crown doesn't come in your neck.
So this is the possible widow maker right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So cutting down a dangerous or almost a deadly tree. Possible widow maker, right? Let's go. Nothing has fallen yet. That's good. Now the back cut. Some wedges for safety. And then the final push. Does it want to go? Does it want to go? Finding back. Can we get some branches falling? It's a little bit stuck. There you go. Timber! Nice. Here is one possible video maker. Oof. Morjes Tohy 95. Tervetuloa live-striimiin.
Nasty one.
And now you could actually see the rotten already in the first cut.
Yeah. You can see it from the color of the dust.
So it's much darker.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how a rotten tree looks like. Or fungi tree. So what's the next one?
Another from the twin.
So first twin. felling down a tree with Fiskars X15. Let's see how it goes. Almost. Timber, here we go. Nice.
Whoa!
So it's not about the size of the axe. Is it then the second one? Nope. Follow him. In Finnish we call this hankikanto, except when it's not hankikanto. Technical difficulty. Was it the camera activating the guard? Was it the camera activating the card in the chainsaw? That's why it kind of stopped down in the middle of cutting.
Yeah, the back handle went on and the camera was... I could not launch it because of the camera.
Yeah, so it wasn't about the chainsaw, it was about YouTube. Is it dead also?
It's not dead, it's leaning quite heavily on backwards. So I was thinking if it goes only with stolpen or do I need tackle. But I think I'm so lazy today because we went eating. I'm trying to do it only with stolpen,
Okay.
tree jack. And if it doesn't go, then we put the tackle.
And what was again the problem with the stolpen? Now.
Problem is I'm using this tree as a stopper.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get it to the ground because there's so much snow. It will just go on and go on.
So what is your backup plan if the stolpen fails? Before.
I put a wedge so it's not leaning anymore, and then I'm taking the tackle.
Okay.
And let's hope it's not winding so much.
Sorry for the camera angles, it's quiet. Crowded here.
Let's try.
Let's go. Does it want to go? Not easy today.
Maybe I have to go to the gym. Sometime. Oh,
Here we go.
it's not so windy anymore.
Timber! Beautiful. Hey, one very common question that what we have in the video comments is that don't you be afraid of barber chairing?
Yeah, I have to consider that. I have to look the possibility how the stem has been bending. Is the inner extension. I have to. Sometimes I have to do tricks for the barber's chair, depending on the tree species. But mainly I just have to look if there is some marks, if there is inside extension. And always you have to watch you have an escape route, because you have only maybe 1, 2, 3 seconds
Okay.
to run away. Yeah, the problem is that when it is splitting, it does that from 3 or 4 meters, and you should be that distance in that 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay.
But the Finnish species are not that kind of. They are usually the softwood. It's not so common than maybe in other countries.
Okay. Yeah, maybe one example of that when we wanted to demonstrate the barber chair, we had to pull the tree to make it happen.
It didn't want to. Can we do the last one?
Yes, sir. Hey, chat, if you have any questions to Finnish Lumberjack, please write them to the chat, and we will answer, or Jouni will answer to those. We can see a lot of comments in the actual videos. Now it's your chance to ask them directly from Jouni. And if you're wondering where we are in Kiuruvesi, Finland, which is in the northern Savonia. And to some it might look like winter, but for us this is spring. And how do you know? It's because it's so light. It's not so dark anymore. That's not a good sign. Oh, easy. Push, push, push. Oh no. Does it get hung up? We call this konkelo in Finnish. Here we go, timber! Nice! Jouni! Can you explain what happened?
The branches were so wide, it took. It was stuck in the spruce, so I made it
Twist.
make a circle.
Yeah.
So it can just, how do you say?
Gonna roll over.
Roll over,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a very famous video where you do the kind of sliding the hang up tree quite.
Both sides.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But now you
Like a
did
church.
another technique where you actually made the tree roll.
Yeah.
So was there a danger of barber chairing since it looks like that it's split in two also?
No, because it was growing so straight. It was not bending because of the snow or branches or anything else. I would say there was no danger.
Okay.
But barber's chair is that kind of phenomenon that usually it surprises. You just can't imagine that can happen, or maybe for some amateur who even hasn't heard of it. And even for professionals, it can be a surprise. Wind can make it, or you have too much pull from a tackle or from tractor or something. Or if you are using harvester or tractor or truck or maybe some Toyota Hilux to pull it, and there is no experience for the driver. Usually he is pulling or pushing too hard before the chainsaw man has done all the cutting, and then there is a danger of splitting.
So the face cut has a role in it as well. So if you fail with the face cut, you might end up barber chairing.
Yeah, that's possible, and if the hinge is too thick.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do the limping and some packing.
Hey, what do you call this?
In Finnish it's naava.
Yeah.
It's fungus.
It's also fungus.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's in Finnish jäkälä.
Ah.
I don't know the English name. It's a different species, not fungus, but Finnish jäkälä.
We have the saying in the western part of Finland that if you have this, that's a sign of a very clean air.
Yeah.
For example, in the Helsinki region where the air is a little bit more polluted, we don't have that.
Yeah. Usually in northern or middle Finland. This is when you do fine dining in restaurant. They use this. You can frit it, put it into the boiling oil,
Oh.
and it's comes crunchy, and you can put only some salt or maybe some chili in it. You can eat, but it doesn't taste anything. And in Finland, we had so-called hungry years in 1800. People were eating this. There's lots of protein because the reindeer lives for same kind of species which is growing in the ground.
Yeah. So that's our food culture, and in the UK they eat the pork skin boiled in oil.
Okay. Pork belly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah. So it's like a snack,
Snack,
or it
yeah.
becomes a snack. Yeah. We have 102 viewers just arriving. Was that the final tree for this site?
The last one.
Yeah. So one lumberjack did what do you call it? Moto in English.
Harvester.
A harvester couldn't.
Yeah, because of the wind. Now it was also winding, but maybe not so much. I don't know the situation when the harvester was here.
And we also get a lot of comments about that. Why don't you use a tractor or skid steer or whatever machinery to do the job? So this is a good example. Why not? Because they can't.
Because usually I work in that kind of environment where there is some buildings and people and everything growing, so you can't go there with heavy machines. Of course we use tractor or smaller forwarders to collect these trees.
Yeah. So what happens to this wood afterwards?
Landowner comes and collects them. The stems, branches, of course, will stay here and be as a fertilizer.
Okay. Good. Any final words for the live stream?
See you on the channel. Subscribe.
Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.